So as you can tell by my bootcut jeans, for this trip we're heading south to Tennessee. And if somebody would have told me how comfortable cowboy boots are, I would have been wearing them a long time ago. We're kicking things off in Music City, USA, with a little line dancing, a visit to the Mother Church of Country Music, and a taste of Broadway's nightlife. Then we'll head south to Chattanooga to explore one of Tennessee's 10,000 caves, taste a few of the state's signature flavors, and wrap it all up with those mountain views. While I'm excited to see Nashville, I love renting a car and exploring beyond the typical trip. It's such an easy way to see and experience more when traveling. All right, so we made it to Tennessee. And what better way to kick off this trip in Nashville than with some line dancing lessons? As you can see, Category 10 isn't your average honky-tonk. It's a stunning new venue right in the heart of Broadway. And they amazingly offer free line dancing lessons.
Hi. Hi, you must be Amber.
I am. Nice to meet you.
Fantastic. We are so glad to have you. We're here in Luke Combs Category 10, and we are going to do some line dancing. That is what this place is all about.
Great.
And that's what Nashville is all about.
Yeah.
Are you ready for a Nashville experience?
I haven't done this since 1995, so let's get going.
Fantastic. Okay, well, let's jump right in, all right? We are going to start off with what is called a toe-heel stomp.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to put your toe, then the heel, and a stomp. That's it. So it's a toe, heel, stomp. We're gonna go ahead and do a rocking chair with the left foot. So you're gonna take your body weight forward, recover, and back. That's part 1. 3, 4, toe, heel, stomp.
I need a hat.
Toe, heel, stomp.
As a theater kid, I had to make sure I taught the ladies some of my signature moves as well. Jazz hands! Steve, thank you so much for having me.
It was so much fun to have you, Amber. You are a fantastic dancer.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Now that I have my 2-step shuffle down, it was time to see more of the city. I got picked up by Keith from Joyride to get an expert look at Nashville and all it has to offer.
These are the bars they call that built Broadway over here. You got Roberts, you've got Tootsie's, Legends. To Roberts, it's hilarious. That's like a time capsule in there. You gotta check that place out. But they call it what a recession-proof lunch. Fried bologna sandwich, chips, moon pie, and PBR beer for $6.
Oh my gosh.
You know, here's a fun little fact. Right there we see Brad Paisley, the one in the white hat here. It used to be Taylor Swift. They painted over, but they left a little tuft of her hair right there just to let you know.
Cruising around the city in these golf carts was a fun and easy way to see more of what Nashville's all about, especially some of its staples, from the piano key windows of the Country Music Hall of Fame to the historic Capitol View murals.
Yeah, these clouds, these were all artists, of course, of past that meant something to the city. Can you guess some of our stars here?
I see Elvis.
Elvis, good.
The lady from Hee Haw.
Yeah, Minnie Pearl.
Price tag off her. Standing here, history looks right back at you. Each mural tells a story of struggle and triumph, of art and identity. For our last stop, Keith drops us off at Marathon Village, an old car manufacturing plant turned open-air museum, now home to retail and creative tenants.
Welcome to Marathon Village.
Thank you. Wow.
This is our free museum. We wanted it to feel like you were going back in time. And we really want the people of Nashville and visitors to be able to come in and experience the history and see the cars for themselves. All the Marathon cars were made and manufactured in this building.
Okay.
So we have restored the hallways to be our living museum, which we're going to see in a minute. But right now, it houses over 80 tenants, retail, private creative offices. So we began as a real creative community in Nashville, one of the first to do urban renewal. We do historic tours all day, every day. All of our hallways, part of our living museum, are interactive. You can touch, feel everything. This is one of our many retail shops within Marathon, Now or Never Museum.
The cool hallways and corridors of the shops were a refreshing break from the outside heat, and so was hearing from the passionate tenants, many of whom are eager to inspire visitors with their collections celebrating Nashville's music history. Thank you. So when I was a kid, my mom would look all over the country for like music paraphernalia because it was harder to find back before big online retailers. And so this is absolutely something my mom would have bought me. Next, we head back downtown to the Ryman Auditorium.
So our most famous resident by far is the Grand Ole Opry. You ever heard of the Grand Ole Opry?
Of course.
Oh yeah, so it's the longest running live radio show. It's about to turn 100 years old, believe it or not. During their tenure in our building, we acquired the nickname Mother Church of Country Music.
Hence the pews, right?
There you go. Believe it or not, we're actually on the third stage of the Ryman. The first was put in 1901 for the New York Metropolitan Opera. Second stage put in 1951, and the stage you're standing on today was put in 2012.
Yeah.
But the front 3 feet right here, best sports from the second stage. All the icons, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis Presley, Patsy Cline, all the greats all stood on those boards. You know, we're famous as a concert venue, right? So we have lots and lots of shows here. And so mainly we do what we call our self-guided tours. So folks come through and they walk through the auditorium, check out the exhibits. But on rare occasions when we don't have a show, we get to go backstage. And so we're actually going to see one of these dressing rooms now. We call it our Icons Room.
Fabulous.
As you can see, all the dressing rooms are themed after an aspect of our history. We call this our Icons Room. It kind of celebrates some of the biggest names who have been on our stage. Everyone from Teddy Roosevelt to Dr. King to Harry Houdini. Of course, Ed Sheeran and Taylor Swift.
Yes.
Before we get too far away from the stage, I've heard a rumor that you yourself are a bit of an opera singer.
I am, yeah.
What do you say we go out on stage and hear a little bit?
Okay, all right. Even though I'm an opera singer, my musical journey started with country music, performing at local nursing homes with the Frazee Country Bunch. So stepping onto this stage felt like both a dream come true and coming home. Finally, no trip to Nashville is complete without seeing Broadway after dark, where every bar, every window, and every rooftop comes alive with music. The energy is contagious, and it's actually hard not to make new friends here. And of course, I ran into a group visiting from Minnesota. Stepping outside, the music never stops. As one band fades, another begins. Every bit as good as the last, reminding you why they call this place Music City, USA. The next morning, we hit the road headed south to Chattanooga. So Nashville was great, but we're on our way to Chattanooga. And I read about this really cute place online, so we have to stop there for lunch. There's so many bells and whistles on this car. This place proved to be quirky in all the right ways. Part cafe, part marketplace, and completely charming. It's a birdhouse. And I'm a sucker for anywhere that pairs good food with a little shopping. Minnesota might have 10,000 lakes, but Tennessee is home to more than 10,000 documented caves. And I had to check out one of the region's best, Raccoon Mountain Caverns.
We have 5.5 miles of cave to explore. Just a lot of fun down here. So let's talk about some of the critters that exist down here. We'll start with the Crystal Caverns cave spider. Found in one place in the whole world, right here in the Crystal Caverns. We've got slimy salamanders, spring salamanders, cave salamanders, and this is Todd. Todd is a tricolored bat, and that is about as big as they get right there.
Oh, for cute is what we say in Minnesota.
Welcome into the Crystal Palace. In this room, we have all kinds of cool formations, including these soda straws hanging down from the ceiling right here. They're called that because they're hollow. Break them off, put them in a drink, you can drink right through them.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't. They're full of bacteria. Eventually, these turn into stalactites. We also have stalagmites. Give it enough time after these start forming. If you have a stalactite forming just above a stalagmite, they'll actually come together. You call them a column. All these beautiful formations all around us. And this is part of the reason why this is the Crystal Caverns right here. Hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of crystals right there. All right, Amber. That's the mail slot. That's the entrance into the wild cave. If you can get through here, you can get through the rest of the tour successfully.
Okay. But they like open up into bigger rooms, right?
Yeah, it's just gonna be a short crawl and then we're standing up again.
Okay. I can do that. I'm not going to lie. Looking at this hole made me awfully nervous for this next part. Just keep wiggling, just keep wiggling, just keep going forward. Just don't forget to breathe.
Bring your face right where my hand's at. Right over there, please.
I gained more confidence the further we went, and I actually started having a lot of fun. Okay.
Oh, if that doesn't feel like a birth canal, I don't know what does.
You see that hole right there? That's where you're going.
Oh my God, Sam. I'm going through that?
You're going through that. All right, Amber, what do you think of your cave crawl?
Pretty epic.
Well, I've got some really good news.
Yeah?
Now we have to go all that way back out.
Can I just roll? We're gonna barrel roll this.
A little crawling, a little barrel rolling, just enough adventure for me, but oddly empowering and absolutely worth it. All right, Tim, thanks so much for showing us around. So can I bring my 9-year-old next time to do the wild part?
Absolutely.
Awesome, because I think he's going to think it's like a wonderful indoor playground.
Kids have fun all the time.
Thanks so much for having us. Take care.
My pleasure.
Trading caves for comfort, we arrive at Hotel Chalet, a touch of charm where you can stay in a beautifully restored train car. Once part of the bustling Chattanooga Choo-Choo Terminal Station, a landmark that carried travelers across the South for more than a century, is now a place where the past quietly rides alongside the present. Next, we head across the rail yard to the repurposed terminal station to visit a local distillery, Gate 11.
This is Gate 11. We are a distillery. We make everything in-house. We started distilling in Minnesota.
Nice.
While you're here, I'd like to show you a little bit inside of how we do distilling in Tennessee.
All right, fantastic.
One thing that's unique is my husband built all these stills.
Wanda and her husband Bill built this place from scratch and have welcomed travelers from near and far ever since.
So what I've done is I've weighed out botanicals. I put them in these giant tea bags is what I call them.
Okay.
Soak them overnight in neutral spirit, which is corn base, and some water. And now I've turned it on and it's been running some today. Steams up, turns into like a vapor, comes over, and then right here, that's where cooling water is coming in. And you should be able to see those little droplets inside the glass bubbles. That's distillate, and this is where I'm collecting it. Then I'm going to be able to turn that into a whole bunch of gin.
That's absolutely fascinating.
Well, I came up with this recipe, and I'm pretty proud of it. I've won a lot of awards.
That's fantastic.
Okay, we're going to do a tasting now.
Okay.
And so this is our gin. It has 9 different botanicals. The one that has the most is, of course, going to be juniper. But I like to say it's a garden in a glass.
I smell the juniper. That's really lovely.
Thank you. So Lindsay's one of our really good bartenders, and we picked some rhubarb this morning. Now we're going to get to enjoy something lovely. This is Lindsay's rhubarb lemon drop martini.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
That is delicious.
Thank you.
It tastes like summer and a little bit of Minnesota.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Their award-winning spirits and support for local musicians have made Gate 11 a Chattanooga favorite.
Bye.
Bye, Wanda.
Bye.
Next, we head downtown to Nightcap, where I meet up with Briana from Chatt Taste Food Tours to join a local group of moms for a tapas and tiny teenies tasting.
Let's get started. We do 5 courses of savory, 3 courses of sweet. A new fashion introduces Saint Germain. Maple mustard Brussels sprout. I love Brussels sprouts. And we are going to pair these beauties with a smoked salmon crepe. Start here. What is used, ice called in a cocktail? It's a dirty dump. A perfectly cooked piece of Bavette's cut steak and chimichurri.
These dishes were amazing, but Briana, her team in the kitchen, and the other guests were the true definition of Southern hospitality.
Amber, thank you so much for joining us for this experience.
That was amazing. Cheers. The next morning before heading to the airport on our last day, we check out the mountain views from Rock City. Technically just across the border in Georgia, but still very much part of the Chattanooga experience. Built in the 1930s atop Lookout Mountain, Rock City transformed a maze of ancient rock formations into a living work of art. The gnomes are watching us. We're in their homes. This trail was full of surprises. Magical corridors, swaying suspension bridges, and epic viewpoints where you can see 7 states. I can just imagine how much my kids will love this place. Exploring the tunnels lined with whimsical art installations and discovering hidden nooks at every turn. In Tennessee, music isn't just something you hear. It's something you feel. It's in the mountains, the people, the laughter that carries down Broadway, and the quiet rhythm of the journey home.